Hey guys.
Hello.
Man, Brit's on the ball. Damn it.
Brit's playing Where's My
I
Kingdom?
never know when you're gonna press that button.
Oh, we're
Do
live.
something to mortally
We are
impact.
live, Matt.
I should stop talking about Brit's fingers.
Oh.
Oh.
I thought we were gonna
Still
avoid
on that
saying
conversation?
something stupid.
Dude, honestly, my favorite part of all of these sessions is just finding a random time to press start and see what happens. After we start, it's like, oh, okay, let's play, I guess. So I'll let that open.
Oh.
What do we got?
Peter's freaking out.
Oh no.
Peter's freaking out?
Yeah,
Did
Peter.
you say something? Oh, damn it.
Are we fucking it up?
It's my
Like he's-
computer.
He's giving us like deep, top secret gossip, and we're like talking about it.
What?
Do you call your computer a Peter?
No, I said computer.
Oh,
Computer.
computer.
No.
Engage.
Computer.
Number one.
All right. Oh, boy.
Pawn.
No.
Don't you fucking
No.
start. Don't do it.
I was talking on your ass.
What was that? What was that?
I can't. Stop.
Oh.
I don't know.
I thought
But
she had
you
a
have to say
stroke.
it like a million times, or else nobody will get the hint.
Akata. Yeah,
I'm not touching this conversation.
I got the hint.
Anyway, we're doing
does Brit's hair look edgy?
what?
What?
Doesn't Brit's hair look edgy?
It does.
I thought you said my hair looked like something.
A hedgie? Does her hair look like a hedgie?
I do agree with you.
Huh?
I
But
don't even
yes.
know.
Like a hedgehog. A hedgie.
What have you done, Devin?
Don't ask me. I just work here.
Oh,
All right.
Lord.
Yeah, never mind.
Pawn.
Oh my God.
Wait.
I'm
More, I hear that
writing
song
down every
before.
time he does this, and there's going to be a consequence for each one.
Is there gonna be
Oh
a
my
giant
gosh.
pond monster? She's
What-
gonna
what-
like the dancing grandmas in the background are gonna come out of the video and attack.
Devin, she's talking about the video. You need to do something.
Oh yeah, I got a sound I can play. Hold on.
Don't do it.
Anyway,
Brown chicken, brown cow.
Oh, Matt.
so where were we?
we were walking back
We were
to
getting ice cream at the tea shop, and everything was fine, and the sky was clear.
we were walking back to
Oh, actually, it was good. We were going back to Brimcham.
yeah,
There you
Brimcham.
Yeah,
That is actually what's going on.
everything was fine. I'm getting ice cream and tea. I'm gonna buy stuff at the shop. Everything.
When last we saw you guys, you had a pretty grueling battle with a undead warlock. Managed to overcome that by the skin of your teeth.
Yeah.
And save a bunch of townspeople from Brimcham and escort them back to the town. So, at this present moment, you guys are entering the gate, the northern gate, heading into the town, accompanied by roughly but 20-ish residents of Brimcham. So, with that, as you guys approach, you see there is still a large number of guards kind of moving in and about the town. Your arrival certainly has garnered a lot of attention. And as you come up to the gate, there is four guards basically standing behind or standing by the gate to kind of inspect you as you enter. They recognize the people coming behind you as being residents, but especially Honey Badger. You guys, like I said, they're very suspiciously watching as you guys enter the town, but not giving you any grief for doing so. So how would you like to proceed?
So they're not at all freaked out that there's a Goliath with us. They're just staring at me. Is that the deal?
I mean, you are a bugbear.
Goliath is just a tall person with like weird tribal like tattoos and stuff, as far as they can tell. Goliaths don't look like a different race. They're big and, you know,
I think their skin's like bluish or
more
something.
pasty colored, yeah.
Pasty.
But it could just be that, you know, someone that doesn't get sun very often.
From this moment.
Plus, bugbears are known to be in the Dimhaven and causing grief for travelers. So,
I mean you no harm. I
I'm
am
gonna-
come in peace with these peoples from this part.
I'm gonna say we've
Played
saved
the
these
thing.
people
I'm gonna keep
from the
interrupting
mine.
you.
what?
They are not harmed. Things are good.
Two of the guards, you can see them like look at each other and then look and like tilt their heads and look at the people behind them, and they see bruises and gashes, and some of them are limping. As you say, these people are unharmed. And they give again a curious look to each other without saying much because they're just watching you guys approach and prepared for something. But
I didn't harm them. We did not harm them, is what I mean. Guys, back me up here, like people we saved.
Yeah, I turned to one of the guards and I said, we rescued these townsfolk from the mine.
mine? What mine?
The enemy
The mine they were trapped in.
We killed so many gnolls that I can't even tell you.
And hyenas.
Yes, it still stinks on my fur.
That could be the river that you jumped into, by the way.
Okay, did you guys lose a bunch of people? Here are people that you guys can celebrate. Go get that hair flippy chick, the queen or whatever.
The hair flipping chick.
The chick who flips her hair all the time.
Where did this come from?
What's her name again?
Well, there was two. As you're saying this, though, there's a one of those, I guess, smaller soldiers is coming up towards the gate with Colina Oakwood in tow. She is the viceroy of Brimcham.
Okay.
And she sees you guys approach. She recognizes Honey Badger and Aisling and says, so I'll admit, I'm surprised you've returned. And
I told you, baby.
I don't see your companion. Where's the other?
Dead.
A spider. Death by spider.
Yeah.
It was an unfortunate accident.
Accident, you say?
Well, I don't think the spider was doing it on accident, but yeah.
But she wasn't trying to die, so
Yeah.
hence the accident.
Well, certainly am sorry for your loss. I'll admit, I wasn't actually expecting to ever see the two of you again.
Well, plot twist.
Well, we're here and we returned the villagers you asked for. So how are we going to proceed from here? Do we have our freedom?
Key to the city?
She looks to the guards with her for a moment. They don't really say anything, just kind of like share a glance back and forth. And with a heavy breath, she's like, well, I mean, I'm nothing if not a woman of my word, so
Yay.
sure. At the very least, these residents owe their lives to you, so consider this a pardon for past crimes.
Yay!
Yay. You are a lady and a scholar.
I'm going to, Ursa's going to turn to Aisling and Honey and say, I didn't know that you had another companion. I'm sorry to hear about her death.
Yeah, it was pretty upsetting.
Now, Honey
How
and
did
Aisling...
you all meet her? Sorry, Devin.
No, I was going to say Honey and Aisling, you guys did recognize in the fight with Bellic before it started how the bodies were coming up, and you did notice that Justice's body was among those corpses.
Her body got thrown into the hole thing.
At that, Jackie kind of perks up and just, what?
Yeah.
So we turn to Jackie and say, does this mean something to you?
Yeah, that's a better way of doing it. I was going to beat around the bush a little bit.
Aisling's direct.
Yeah. Do you know the dead chick that got thrown in the hole with the bad guys?
That's my sister.
Oh my gosh.
I am so sorry.
Me too.
I'm really sorry.
I can't tell if he's being sarcastic or not.
I'm not.
Oh my gosh.
I was gonna loot her and feed on her corpse, and then I decided against it. Because she was
We're all
such
thankful
a
for that,
nice
honey.
person. What?
I said, and we're all thankful for that.
Yeah.
You're going to eat her?
Her liver. I was gonna eat her liver. And I was gonna bring her head back for this lady with the hair flippy bits. And
Colina's still next to you guys and hears you talking. She's like, I thought you were joking about that.
oh, I thought you were totally serious. All right,
And
cool.
Ursa's going to say, I thought you said she was your friend?
She was my friend, but then she wasn't living anymore. So what was I supposed to do?
Not eat her liver?
I didn't. That's the whole thing.
So,
She had
while
a
this is
blood-
going on,
I was able to sense it, and so I didn't want to eat her because it would have been poison. Twist.
all right, now I'm going to let you guys continue to do this. So you just realized that Justice is Jackie's sister.
So what brings you here, Justice? Since that is your sister, Jackie. Fuck.
I was looking for her.
Well, now you're done.
Wow.
Honey, it's a little harsh there.
Well, I just mean like now her search is over. She saw where the body ended up.
And we all realize that Bugbear's moral compass is very different from the other races.
Jackie, and I just wanted to remind you how you came into the Dimhaven. Remember, you're actually not even sure how you got to the Dimhaven.
Yeah.
You kind of just you woke up within that cave with Jackie, with Ursa. So it's not even so much that you were looking for Jackie. Like, yes, in life, trying to find Jackie was something you were trying to do. But how you got to the Dimhaven itself, you're not sure.
Yeah.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, she died very bravely. So much so that I didn't even have time to give her my health potion that I had with me.
Just keep, like, poking the wound.
Jackie just there's tears running down her face.
Oh,
and she
don't
just-
cry.
What do you mean don't cry? You wanted to eat my sister's liver!
Your dead sister's liver. I never wanted to eat your live sister's liver. We were tight. We were like jailbirds together. We were on an adventure.
She made a friend.
Yeah, we were tight.
She hated people. How did you befriend her?
I don't know. I thought we were friends, but I don't know. Maybe I assume a little too much here.
Well, at least she didn't die alone.
Not at all.
guess.
I was right there the whole time, watching the entire thing.
And clearly doing his utmost to prevent it.
Clearly.
Yeah. No, I was trying to like help. She got herself all tangled up, man, in a web.
Spiders are nasty creatures.
I killed the spider, if that helps.
Was it at least a big spider?
It was huge.
It was horrifyingly large.
Yeah.
Oh,
Honey Badger describes a spider that's actually 3 times larger than the one they actually fought.
Yeah. See that house right there? Bigger.
well, her biggest fear always was dying alone, so at least she was with someone when it happened.
She even told me she loved me right before she went.
I do not believe you at all.
Okay, well, I was just
You went a little too far there, honey.
No offense, honey, but
At this point, another guard makes its way towards the group of you entering the town. This one is about average height, but he's kind of scrawny looking for a guard. But his outfit is a bit more defined than the other, and he has a strange symbol in the top left, like chest area, like above where like a breast pocket would be. There's a little symbol there, and he comes up and he's frantically looking through the crowd, and then he turns to you guys, recognizing you as the people who were out to return the townspeople, and basically says, you were the ones who brought everyone home, right?
Yes.
Yes, we were.
You're welcome.
Whoever's the closest to him, he's going to reach out his hand to shake. Whoever that can be is up to you.
Aisling reaches out her hand. Yeah.
Okay, so he puts his hand down and starts to shake his hand. He says, my name is Perian. Perian, before you guys screw up my pronunciation of it. So my name is Perian. I'm the Prime Justice for Brimcham. I don't suppose there were any soldiers amongst the ranks, was there?
Sticky!
There was one. He was a brave soul.
Oh, Sticky was the best.
And you see him kind of look a little perturbed and says, he was the best? And then he describes, was this Sticky? And then he literally describes what Sticky looks like.
Yeah.
So is this who you're talking about?
Yes.
Yeah, he had a stick.
You guys gave him the stick, remember?
Yeah. It was my stick. I gave it to him. And then I called him Sticky.
What happened, Sticky?
He got eaten and stuff and clawed. There were gnolls, man. We were in a mine.
It was a brutal fight, and he fought bravely.
With our lives. Well, Sticky didn't get out with his life, but the rest of us.
So he helped, even in light of everything. He continued fighting.
Oh hell yeah! Sticky was the shit.
It's good. It's good to hear. It makes me proud.
Don't we have like a letter from Sticky to somebody?
No, that was.
Oh, sorry, man. No, he didn't write a letter.
No, that was. Aisling has a letter that she hasn't shared with you guys yet. His name was Arthur, and he was a good friend.
We're sorry for your loss.
yeah.
Yeah.
Whoever wants to can give me an insight check. As he's saying this.
So, 6, 9, 12.
Oh.
Yep.
Okay. Just sitting back and watching his reaction and how he's taking it. Even though he says that Arthur was a good friend of his, the grief you see in his face is not of someone that lost a friend. It's someone who lost a loved one.
I think I have a pen. A family noble pin. Or a noble family pin. I believe it was Sticky's. And I want you to have it. Guy.
I can't. Did anybody write down that you picked it up? Because if not, you wouldn't have it on you.
Let me check.
That's right. I'm pretty sure you guys took something off him, like a ring or something with his family insignia.
Oh yeah, the family insignia. Yeah, sure, that was me. Wink.
Yeah, but I can't remember exactly what it was.
We'll go with a noble family pin.
I'm not going to make up something on the fly, man.
Okay. I think it was
If it's not in the inventory, it
I
means
think
you guys.
it actually was a ring with like a crest on it.
I'm almost certain that's what it was because I'm pretty sure I
Yeah.
remember when I made the character, I had something like that on him. I can't remember for sure though.
Yeah, actually, I
Once you
don't.
got to get rid of the sheet. Well,
I actually don't have it.
all right.
I think was Aisling there when this went down? Because I remember she looted a couple bodies before I got to him.
I looted a body that when I was investigating the mine shaft going into that little cave where the gnolls were, where I tried to like con them into making them think I was a gnoll.
Okay.
Yeah, that was an envoy of the goddess O'Keefe.
All right. Well, yeah, I wish I had something to give you, Guy.
Maybe you'll find it in your pockets later or something when I go back and listen to the video again.
Yeah.
I love preparation. But yeah, he thanks you guys for your service. If there's anything, we can do for you guys to, thank you for what you've done, don't hesitate to ask.
An open tab at the tavern.
For that, you'd probably would have to talk to Scarlet or Vinto. That's the two taverns in town. You probably have more luck with Scarlet though.
Where is
she
the
owns the
nearest...
Laughing Goblin?
The Laughing Goblin?
Yep.
Wow. I like the sound of that. Where is the nearest shop for shoppy type things?
Really depends on what you're looking for. Odds and ends points towards the middle of town where the well is, because that's basically like a market square. There's all kinds of vendors and such there. There is also an apothecary in town.
All right. Where is the apothecary?
The apothecary. That is. Wait, I got my labeled one here. I placed the apothecary. Stalling for time. It is right next to Willow Grove Cemetery. The bottom building there. The L-shaped building.
L-shaped building.
Well, there's four buildings on that street. 4 buildings on that road going down on the far left of the town.
Yes.
The third from the top.
Oh.
Not the last one, but the second last one.
Got it. Very nice. All right. Do you guys have anything to say or do?
Can Jackie go talk to I don't know what they're called, but like if she wanted to give Justice like a grave, could she go to the cemetery and do that?
It would depend on which like religion you'd be dealing with. For the most part, I mean, you can go to the Angel Stone, which the cathedral is the one to the very north of Brimcham. It's actually pretty close to where you are right now. Or you can go to like the large cathedral, like basically across the street from it, the really big one there. That's the Temple of Saint Marcina.
Okay.
So you can go to either or, really. For Brit to understand what this kind of is, the way dynamic works and read it to him is picture the Angel Stone, the old gods, and Saint Marcina as the seven. Like it's the new religion that's going.
Okay.
Or even Saint Marcina is kind of like Lord of Light if it was more prominent.
Okay.
Do you mean the old ones, like Lovecraft old ones?
No. Like the old gods of Westeros.
Oh, okay.
I was using Game of Thrones terms to help Brit understand.
Yeah.
Like Angel Stone is they worship Angelis, which is a deity that's like traditionally worshipped in the whole region, but since the birth of the Redatome Empire itself and the Empress coming to power, Saint Marcina has gained a lot more prominence and favor.
Oh, okay. She's going to go to Saint Marcina then.
Okay. What are the rest of you doing if she does that?
Ursa's gonna try to talk to Jackie and just like give her some consoling words about her sister. So I guess she would say like, I'm really sorry to hear about your sister. I didn't know her, but she sounded like a great warrior, and we can kill every spider in her honor along our journey. And I guess she's just gonna accompany her on the way to wherever she's going.
Yeah, I should go too. I was there. Oh, do you not want me there? Then I'll fucking walk.
No, it's fine. You can come.
All right, Aisling.
Aisling's gonna join them and offer to sing a song in her honor if Jackie would desire it.
Wow.
Wow.
And then awkward silence.
This party really died.
So the first thing you're all doing is going to Saint Marcina's temple.
Yeah.
Okay, so you make your way over to it. It's a huge cathedral. Not a lot of activity inside. There are probably about a dozen people or so spread about in random pews, and some lighting candles and praying. There's a couple that are there clearly like as a memorial to ones they lost, and then there's others that are thanking Saint Marcina for the return of their loved ones. At the top, like in the back, there is an altar as you'd expect in like a regular, like it's a Catholic church. And there is two figures standing there in traditional like white robes with like gold adornments on them, and again various holy symbols and crap. I'll just leave it at that.
Okay.
We can't remember the other part. Yeah, so basically two, I guess you would call them priests of the Order of Saint Marcina at the end.
Okay, Jackie is just, I guess she's going to walk up to them because they look like official church people, and she's going to ask, I have a bit of a strange request. I don't have her body, but I would like to give my sister a grave in the cemetery.
Okay. So as you say this, the shorter one, who upon closer inspection is actually looks to be a dwarf. She doesn't pay much mind to you. She continues just, it looks like, organizing stuff around, getting ready for a mass and doing administrative work, clerical work. The slender, tall, what race did I say she was? Oh, she's just regular human. Okay. So this slender woman, a little shorter than Ursa, actually. So she's incredibly tall for a human, with long blonde hair that's like kind of extending out from over the top of the robes. Turns and again, here's your request. Sorry. Well, unfortunately, I don't think. I mean, this is a very this community has seen quite hard times. There's very limited area, I guess, to say, for a plot within Willowgrave itself. But I mean, we can certainly set up a memorial for your sister here within the church. And then she points to like the whole wall going down, and there's various like candles and different symbols that are clearly symbolic memorials for people that have been taken and lost within the Dimhaven itself, but with no bodies per se to put into the ground.
Okay. Yes, I'd like to do that if I may. Thank you.
Okay. That's not a problem, my child. She introduces herself as Pastor Leland and says, we can certainly arrange that. Just do you have anything of hers? Any belongings? Any?
She kind of just slowly turns to Honey Badger and just, did you
loot the body?
Anything off her?
Okay, now this is what I'm gonna say.
Oh,
this is like a little bit of gaming stuff here.
Metagaming?
Yeah. I remember I asked. I need a list of all the stuff she had because I'm taking it.
Yeah.
And I never got that list. But since in Meta World, Britt already has that list.
Well, it's not that you didn't get the list, is that I read the list to you and it was just like her weapon, her clothes. Like there was nothing really of value on it.
Here's her weapon.
Hold on. There is one thing though, Britt. Didn't she have like a trinket of some sort? Becky sheet there? Or Justice sheet?
I could pull it up, yeah.
I already listed it on eBay.
She had she had a small locked box.
Yeah, she did.
Matt.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Oh my god.
Damn show, man. Jeez.
It was Honey Badger the whole time.
So what was in the lockbox?
That's all it says. It was a small lockbox.
As being the creator of justice, what was in the lockbox?
Freedom.
Matt, you're
probably like this leather Celtic knot bracelet.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we can say that Honey Badger, you broke open the lockbox as she died, and you took that out. So you have that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I found no key.
That never stopped you before.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm
Hold
saying.
on, dude, you're a rogue.
Yeah. That's how I got it open. I stuck my long thumbnails in there and I dug around until the thing clicked.
Matt, you have these tools, man.
But
Okay, so yes, anyway, so he was able to get it. So you have that.
Yeah.
So yes, you can hand that to Pastor Leland.
Okay.
She will thank you and say, "We will get this up as soon as we can."
Mhm, thank you.
With the rest of you,
This place is scary.
I guess seeing that she's actually Devin, could you just I don't think Ursa's been in the town before, so just like the layout of the town when we walked in, was there anything that like stuck out about the buildings or anything, any like prominent buildings that we should know about?
prominent buildings. Well, again, the two temples are pretty large, so they would definitely have stuck out. In the distance, you can see where, because I think it was Colleen pointed out to you where the Brimcham Bazaar was. That's the marketplace in the middle. Aside from that, that's all you can see, like an eye shot. But the community itself seems pretty mundane, pretty, average, run of the mill. Like you can see all this here in the bazaar.
I guess Ursa is seeing that Jackie's kind of taking care of everything. She might just go for a walk like about the town or go to the bazaar and see if she can like, I guess just see what's going on in the town and see if anything sticks out to her.
Yeah. What about you, Aisling?
I would like to go and hang out at the tavern for a bit, see if I can get any information, particularly pick up anything on that letter I found. See if anybody's talking about any news happening in the world.
All right. Well, you have two options for a tavern that you were told about already. You have the Laughing Goblin or Vinto's tavern, which is called the Bashed Soldier. Which
one's more seedy?
The Bashed Soldier. Why the hell did I name it that? The Bashed Soldier. This is going to be great. Let's not go there because it's just like his name. The Soldier is where like the town's guards and stuff tend to frequent. So it's kind of like unofficially where they all go to unwind, because it is, well, you wouldn't know this part, but it's because it's so close to like the jail, the administration of the town's guard. So a lot of them just go there. The Laughing Goblin is pretty much one of the last buildings on the way out of town towards Stonebrook. So adversely, it's also one of the first buildings you see when you enter Brimcham coming from Stonebrook. So it gets a lot more generic foot traffic from visitors and people coming through.
Okay, I'll go there. That seems like a good place to find information.
We came from Stonebrook?
Well, you may have, but you started in Brimcham. So, like, here, you started down here in the jailhouse where the fighting took place. And then the trial took place around here. You guys took off to Dimhaven that way. And that led to the Dimhaven. Stonebrook is up here.
Okay.
So, for clarity's sake, give me a second. I'll pull up the... Where are you? Read the tome.
No, it's okay, Dev. I just wanted to make sure we didn't miss something.
Oh, okay. Boom. So this is the whole area. Here's Brimcham here. Here's the Dimhaven. You can see the mess, right? I can't even tell if it's on the stream. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, so there's the Dimhaven. Here's Brimcham. This is Stonebrook.
Okay.
So, Ursa is heading to the bazaar. Aisling is heading to the Laughing Goblin. How would you, Honey Badger?
Well, I would like to go shopping. I'm going to test out my new fancy person accent.
Oh my god. So you're going to accompany Ursa?
Is that where she's going?
She's going to the square, yeah, the bazaar.
Okay, yeah, let's go.
Okay.
We got
And
this.
Jackie.
Jackie is going to go to the tavern with Aisling, but she's not going to drink. She's going to get herself a nice big hot chocolate.
Aww.
Actually, wait, no. Hot
baby.
Pocket took most of her money, so probably not.
Aisling is offering to pay for your hot chocolate.
Yeah, I'm sure you could find some.
Okay.
Yeah.
Pick a pocket on the way.
Oh, you're both criminals, aren't you?
Yeah. Well, I am.
Pretty sure. No, she's a charlatan. It's the same thing.
No, I'm not.
Charlatan.
What are you then?
I'm a hermit.
Oh, that's right. I forgot. This is Jackie, not Dragar.
Yeah.
Well, I'm a smooth criminal.
Oh God, thank you. That's
So
not
you're the furriest. You're the furriest member of the group.
Wow.
The hairiest member.
Yeah.
All right. So first up, we have the bazaar. So we have Ursa and Honey Badger. You guys make your way to the center of the town and come across again. It's the again center of town. It's a circular marketplace where there's various vendors selling weapons, armors, just general goods, tchotchkes. What kind of thing are you looking for?
I'm looking for a poisoner's kit and a lot of health potions.
Okay. And how about you, Ursa? Or
She's more so just kind of looking around to, I guess, like observe the town folk and see if anything like sticks out to her. But I guess she'll see what like the armorer has in stock, like or the people who make weapons, like the blacksmith, if there's one.
weapons?
Are you in the
weapons.
market for some lingerie?
This giant
What?
barbarian Goliath.
Okay.
No.
Oh,
Okay.
dear God.
I was just going to say that if you needed to try anything
Okay.
on and needed an opinion, that I would give it.
Thanks, honey. Thanks.
Yeah. I'm looking out for you.
Very, very kind of you.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Ursa, you get more luck than Honey Badger. So one of the first vendors you see is another dwarf. Very stout looking man, long brown beard. Kind of got a scar going across the side of his face. And behind him in his little setup, he has various just simple weapons and pretty run-of-the-mill armor just hanging up back there. So you, if you would like to, can approach this gentleman.
Okay. I guess I'm going to see if he has any javelins.
Okay. As you walk up, he looks again quite excited to see you, and well, I guess he introduces himself. He's like, well, he doesn't introduce himself. He gets excited because he sees you in the first place. It's like you're one of the heroes, aren't you?
And she's kind of just like, well, yes, I am.
The name's Mika.
Amika?
If there's anything at all I can do for you, let me know. I can hook you up with anything.
She's
weapons wise.
she's gonna ask him if he'd be willing to part with some javelins. they could definitely help on the journey.
Sure. Let me see. And he basically goes back around. There's a tabled off area behind him. He goes behind, starts rattling through stuff. You hear like weapon or metal clanking against metal. And then he pulls up in both hands, holding him up, and lays 8 javelins down on the table. He's like, "Would this do?"
I'm like, "How much for all of this?"
You know what? Considering who you are, normally there are 5 silver pieces each. Tell you what, if you take the whole lot, I'll give it to you for 20.
How much is gold to silver? Do you know, Doe?
10.
Okay, yeah, she'll definitely take all of them. So,
okay.
Half
price heroes discount. It is. So, yeah, you can give him 2 gold pieces for it.
Okay. Yep.
So, okay.
And then
done.
I'm gonna ask Amika. That I'm gonna let him know that I met up with this group on the road and was able to help them in rescuing the townsfolk. I'm just gonna ask him if he knows about anything else going on in the town, or if he could tell me a little bit more about who's in charge of the town and just kind of the going-ons of the community.
Oh, okay.
That is a lot.
Yeah,
over the course of the conversation.
yeah. So, gossip is what you're looking for. It's what it sounds like, aren't you?
A little gossip never hurt nobody.
Well, in terms of who's in charge, normally we would say it would be the viceroy, but
that's Kalina.
Yeah, but since the attack, she kind of hasn't really been herself. The minor justice was her husband, and he was killed in the attack. He was killed in the jailhouse. The prime justice, Pyrian, he's well-meaning, but he's kind of a leader in name only. He literally just got his position because of his sister.
Who's his sister?
His sister is Beatrice Cornwallis. She's the prime justice at Stonebrook. Luckily for us, she was able to come and back us up when the gnolls had their siege a few days ago. Otherwise, I don't know, none of us would be around for you to even be speaking with right now. She's a bit of a bitch, not gonna lie. Yeah, I'm trying to say something nice about her, but nothing comes to mind. But Pyrian, he's got a good heart.
And what about the attacks in the town? Did those start out of nowhere? Did they start recently?
Well, yes and no. Yeah, kind of. Gnolls have always been a problem. Like, being so close to the Dimhaven, we expect this kind of thing to happen. But no, the walls were never breached before now. They were never that bold. I don't know what happened to cause that.
Has there been anything else strange happening around the city or in the town?
Nothing I know of. I mean, you'd probably be best talking to some more of the unsavory types if you want to learn about that. Maybe check out the tavern. Maybe even the Kobold camp. There's always some mischief going on over there.
Where is this Kobold camp located?
The Kobold camp, and then he literally just points down the street, more or less. It's this area here on the map.
I see.
It's literally, basically, think of it as the low-income housing of Brimcham,
Okay.
which is the low-income housing of a low-income housing place. But yeah, I mean, I'm just a simple weaponsmith. I mean, I don't partake in a lot of interesting, juicy gossip.
Well, I think Ursa is just going to thank him for, the javelins and for the information, and let him know that it's going to be very useful on their journey, and just wish him good luck and safety, considering everything that's going on here.
Great. Glad to be of service.
And then I guess I'll walk off and find Honey.
Yep. And at this point, Honey,
that's me.
So you're looking for a poisoner's kit.
Yeah.
Give me an investigation roll as you're like schmoozing it up and talking to vendors, trying to figure out where you're going to get something like that.
Let's see, what does that add up to here? 9, nope, 11. Yay.
No, that's fine. You talk to a few of the vendors. Poisoner's kits are not necessarily a standard item you're going to find. You're going to probably have to talk. You probably wouldn't find that in the bazaar. Your best bet for that, especially if you're also looking for potions, would be an apothecary.
Thank you for the information, son. I love your little shop here.
Oh my god.
I don't even know what to say to that now. A couple of people you talk to mentioned Danvers Nightshade by name. He's an alchemist and apothecary that owns the Jaded Fire. And
Dan Nightshade, you say?
Yes, that is what they tell you.
You? Okay. I'm going to find this Nightshade character. Thank you so much for all your great help and service. Yeah.
Apologies for the bugbear.
There goes all our UK subscribers.
Yep.
No, I'm trying to sound
our
like,
non-Western ones.
I'm trying to sound more like.
See, the funny thing about this is you need to consider that not only is he doing this accent, but he's a giant bugbear doing this.
Yes, I am. I'm quite the big lad. Yes.
I also just realized that I still have the chat open from the last game, so I don't know if anything has been going on in there.
Whoops.
Just point me towards the apothecary.
You sound like a 90-year-old crone. Like, that's not what I'm hearing in my head.
So yeah, they do point. They point you over towards Jaded Fire, which is over by Willow Grove Cemetery.
What a lovely little house!
Do I hear
Shadow Man?
Do I hear Honey like talking like this?
Yes, you definitely do. I'm not even making you roll that. You hear this.
I'm gonna approach him and be like, "Honey, what's wrong with your voice? Are you getting sick?"
No, I'm trying to enunciate better and try to come off as a respectable member of society that the people of Brimcham will enjoy having around.
Brimcham.
Brimcham?
So, Matt, maybe you can answer this. I got a question in the chat. Why is Mary Poppins looking for a poisoner's kit?
This is not my Mary Poppins voice.
Oh shit! All right. So yeah. So you get pointed towards the Jaded Fire.
Ursa's just gonna look at you and be like, "I'm not sure it's working for you."
I will try to work on it. Let's go inside this shop house thing called the Jaded Fire.
Okay.
Ursa's gonna be like, "Well, I have other things to do, so good luck with that." And she's just gonna walk away to the kobold camp.
Yes, walk fast because I'm inquiring about a poisonous kit.
All right. As this is going on, Aisling and Jackie, you make your way over to the Laughing Goblin near the exit to the town. Inside there is an abundance of people. Like it's not a huge bar. It probably can fit like 50 people in there, but there's at least a dozen or so that are kind of gleefully drinking and downing ale and wine. Clearly, it's a real celebratory mood in here.
Jackie well, this is a nice change of pace. It's good to be around happy things.
It's definitely a rowdy crowd.
Yeah, there's a couple of guys, probably 4 or 5 guys, just at the bar, and every now and like as you walk in, they're downing back shots, which I don't even think were a thing in this setting before. But they're just
Brimcham invented it.
Pretty much, yeah. It's just like straight fermented ale, so strong that it's basically the equivalent of a shot of liquor. And they knock it back. Yeah, there's music playing. So there's a couple of bards in the corner that are like playing music and singing, but not like, more of like tones and such, not lyrics. Make sense? Mm-hmm. And behind the bar, you see this. Behind the bar, you see this woman. She has a like dark reddish hair with like a pixie cut, and she's kind of like just chatting towards the guys at the bar. Yeah, what would you guys like to do as you enter?
Well, I'm gonna turn to Jackie and say, I believe I owe you a hot chocolate, so let's go find ourselves a table near the bar so I can eavesdrop on the conversations.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
It's my treat.
Okay, you guys head up to the bar. Aisling like leaps up to get into the bar stool. Her feet not touching the ground, so just swinging. Jackie takes a seat next to her, and then the red-haired bartender comes over to her and says, "Welcome to the Laughing Goblin. What can I get you?"
I would like an ale, please, and for my friend here, a hot chocolate.
Sure. That'll be was it a silver and a copper piece?
Jackie kind of just dances in her chair and like bounces a little bit. She's very excited.
Super excited about this. Yeah, I can manage that.
Yeah. The bartender kind of looks at you guys, specifically Aisling, and says, "Don't I know you? You look very familiar."
Well, yes, I do believe you know me from the group that rescued all of your friends and family.
No, that's not.
So humble.
Weren't you in the stockade? No, that wasn't you.
I don't know what you're talking about. I've never been in a stockade in my life. I'm an upstanding citizen.
Oh, yeah. I'm pretty sure I saw you in the jailhouse at some point. Yeah,
I mean, that's a possibility. I did win my freedom, however, so, what's in the past is in the past.
Oh, you're the... Okay. You know what? And then she leaves your silver and pushes it back to you. You can keep this. The copper's fine.
Well, thank you very much.
She says, the name's Scarlet. If you need anything else, give me a shout.
Okay, I will.
Okay. And with that, she gets called over by this old dude, giant ass Santa Claus beard, asking for another refill.
How close is he? Right next to us, he said?
This guy, no, he's like 4 or 5 seats down, but there are people like there's an empty seat next to Jackie, and then the next 2 after that is filled, and then there's like 3 people next to you, sitting like adjacent to you.
Is anybody having any kind of whispered conversations near us?
Right, give me a perception check.
18.
18?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, there's a lot of white noise going on in here, and over the music, it is a little difficult to make out like specific conversations, but there is things that are coming through that you're hearing. You hear people talking specifically because I know this is what you're listening for. Norimo's relationship with Ritatome, and how it seems like neither one of them has done anything to stop the Dimhaven from spreading, and it's only a matter of time now before Brimcham himself becomes or before Brimcham itself becomes another Scream Shade camp. And I'll get you to see if you know what that is in just a minute. So like the spread of the Dimhaven is something on their minds. For the most part, it's talk of, you know, how rare it is to have things to celebrate lately. So they're really thankful for this. Actually having some people coming home. There's other people saying how, oh, my wife was rescued, my husband was rescued, so on and so forth. The only real thing that comes up that's not akin to anything you've come across so far is there's a number of people who are talking about kind of hostilities beginning to mount between the Empress Riccio and Rap.
That's the hair flipper.
Hold on a second. Where's the 2? There it is. So there's tensions mounting between the Empress Riccio and the Archjustice Caterina. And you know the Archjustice Caterina is the person in charge of the Old Law Conclave, which is like the religious power in Ritatome. So basically we have this like divide beginning to get becoming more of a prominent thing between the religious power as well and the state power. So it's not, this is why they think the Dimhaven is becoming less and less of a priority, because we have these people in power that are just more worried about staying in power than actually doing anything about it. So people are worried that Brimcham, it's in a matter of years, is going to be gone anyway.
Wah wah.
Yeah, there's people, they're insinuating that Katerina, we're getting closer to a time where Katerina might actually make a play for power, and, you know, take control of the realm.
Okay. Interesting. Aishling's just filing this all away as she quietly sips her ale.
Aisling knows so much about this world now that a lot of people don't.
She's just gonna hold it all in.
Sorry. No, I was just going to say, Jackie like is sitting there just sipping her coffee, and then, or not coffee, hot chocolate, and then she just turns to Aisling and just goes, like, she sips it, puts it down, and just, how many pockets do you think he has?
Wow.
Oh
Well, his name is Hot Pockets, so I'm going with a lot.
Yeah.
Oh God, what is going on?
You started that one, Ted.
I know.
I've seen that one coming.
I know. All right. Is there anything else you would like to do here?
I think I've gotten the information I'm kind of looking for, and I know that I want to check out the market. So I turned to Jackie to see if there's anything else she wants to do with this fun tavern.
No, Jackie's pretty good, unless you want to dance.
Dance so I can play your instrument.
Well, Asian's a little tipsy after her ale, so she's like, why the hell not? Let's do this.
Okay.
What kind of check is this?
That would be a performance check for both of them.
Oh, that's not going to end well.
Oh god, the bar didn't end well.
13 plus.
Oh, now Brit rolls good.
Plus performance. So 13, 14, 17?
17? And what do you got, Aisling?
4.
So you guys head to the dance floor. Well, not the dance floor. You guys just head to like an open area and start dancing along with the music. Aisling is normally really good on her feet. Like, she's really adept at this kind of thing. However, this ale, for some reason, is hitting her really rough. And she takes a couple of steps to the side, but then like stumbles and almost falls into a table. And she corrects herself, but then falls to the other side and corrects herself again, to the point where Jackie recognizes this and then like takes her kind of like by the wrist and holds her up a little bit. So it's like Jackie's dancing, but she's holding Aisling while doing it. Kind of
They're
like
holding hands.
Jackie's
So
like,
it's not like a slow dance, but literally it's like you see like in a cartoon, the tall person holding the short one up, so she's not even touching the ground.
I'm just being swung about.
Yeah, so it looks really cool. It looks as though Aisling is letting her do it on purpose, but it's because she's so drunk that she's not doing it well on her own.
Well, you know, I'm a lightweight.
Okay.
All right, so as they're dancing, Honey, you make it over to the jaded fire. Considering how small Brimcham is, it's quite a large building. There's scores and scores of random vials and scrolls, and behind the counter is this like semi-hunched back, like older man, balding on top. Kind of looks like in Game of Thrones, the guy that played Master Aemon or Maester Aemon. Kind of looks like him a little bit.
Okay. Hello, kind sir. What a lovely establishment you have here.
Oh my god.
He looks up and like nearly falls off the chair he's sitting on, startled. Then he looks over and sees a bugbear, and he gets even more startled.
Oh, please, do not be afraid of me. I am a very well-educated man. Bugbear.
I don't think I've ever seen a bugbear use more than one syllable before. What are you?
I have been touched by a sorceress with an orb that gave me the power of speech and articulation.
Sam's faces are killing me, just a side note.
So, at this point, he startled and fear has become more intrigue, and he's like, "That's interesting. Do all bugbears sound like you when you're talking amongst each other? Is this how they sound?
I was trained in an Ivy League school in a place.
Is that like a school building made of ivy?
Yes, it's where very wealthy and classy individuals go to learn. My name is Honey Badger, and you, I am guessing, are Dan Shadowman.
Nightshade is the name.
Nightshade?
Honey Badger?
Well,
did you name yourself, or is...
Honey is my first name, and Badger is my surname.
Badger?
Oh, I see, okay.
It is French, Badger. No, I am joking with you, sir. Okay. I am here looking for a kit of poison. For a poisoner.
Oh, we have... I'm sorry, I never thought I'd be having conversations with the bugbear, but... sure, we have various poisons here available. What kind were you looking for?
A kit of some kind that has a smorgasbord of all of them.
Oh,
maybe
you're looking to make
kit.
You're looking to make poisons. That's
I would rather them be pre-made. I am quite a busy bugbear. I will also need some health potions because it has just come to my attention that I accidentally let someone die who is related to someone I am traveling with now. I do not want to make the same mistake twice. That is why pencils have erasers.
What?
What did you say?
That's why pencils have erasers.
Okay. I do have vials of poison available. If you're in the market for it, we sell them for about 100 gold pieces each.
Fuck off, sir! Are you kidding me? That is quite a great deal of gold.
You get what you pay for, good sir.
Let me check my coin purse. Shit, how much are the healing potions?
Healing potions? Which kind are you looking for?
The ones that make you not dead.
Well, a standard healing potion, that's going to run you about 50 gold pieces.
Okay, sir. I'm noticing that I'm shouting quite a bit, and I'm trying to lower my voice.
It's okay. Just hearing a bugbear speak is quite a surreal experience.
Good. I will assume that you are also hard of hearing, so the shouting isn't looked upon in that way. I
wasn't, but I'm sure I will be soon.
I will take
Yes.
2 healing potions, sir.
2 healing potions?
And how much did you say that poison was?
A vial of poison pre-made is 100 gold. If you're looking for the kit you asked for, that's 50.
Huh?
Doesn't
the kit have more poison in it than a vial of poison?
No.
Oh, then
kit is something you use to create the poison.
I will take the kit to create the poisons. Yeah.
Okay. Sure. So that'll be 150 gold.
Okay, here it is.
Do you really have 150 gold, Matt?
I have 190 gold and 20 silver.
Okay.
Ow,
right.
Crack my finger.
He hands you the 2 potions, and he lays a satchel with all the poisoner's kit material in there.
Okay, thank you so much. I am looking forward to returning to your shop again, sir. You have been most kind.
How did you say you got so intelligent?
Learning. Lots of learning. Good day.
Right. And Honey Badger leaves the apothecary.
I can't breathe.
I would like to head to the Laughing Goblin now, if everyone's still hanging out at the Laughing Goblin now.
You were doing this while they were talking, and Aishin was listening to everything. So at this point, Ursa makes her way down to the Kobold camp, which, to spell it again, is Kobole. So not kobold. Creature. Kobold.
Bole.
Yeah, it's kobold with an E instead of an E.
Gotcha. So they're not actually kobolds.
Yeah, no, it's just the name they put on it because it's, again, the poor side of town. It's you get down there and it's like, again, making Game of Thrones references. It's like Flea Bottom.
Mm-hmm.
So like the houses are about the same size as the rest of Brimcham, but all in disrepair. Surprisingly, there's a decent amount of people that's coming to and fro.
What
exactly are you looking for?
I guess you just said there's people all over. Do they seem like they're moving just kind of separately or in groups or anything like that?
Just like to and fro, like just general foot traffic, people going about their day.
Is there anyone that like sticks out to me that looks different from the rest, like as far as their dress or
give me a
what they're
perception
doing?
check.
15 plus 3. Okay, 18.
I thought you said you rolled a 3.
No. 15 plus 3, 18.
Okay. So, 2 particular people catch your eye. Well, one catches your ear. As you enter the Cobalt camp, you look down and you see someone literally standing on a soapbox, basically being kind of like a crier, monologuing to a group of people in the town. Again, it's this scrawny, like human dude, dish up like unshaven, like stubble, but not necessarily on purpose. It's just, you know, all wild and stuff. He is again standing on this soapbox, yelling about the how the people within the Cobalt camp are treated unfairly against the other residents of Brimcham. He cries that since most of the wealth in the town is charity from the crown, he doesn't understand why it isn't dispersed more evenly. Basically drawing reference to the fact that Brimcham used to be a very popular naval kind of trading area, but where the Dimhaven started getting closer, a lot of the people relocated, and that's how Stonbrook was created in the first place. And now Stonbrook is like the main coastal city for Reedatone. Brimcham now is literally just here to be a place for the crown to send funds and units and soldiers to fight off the denizens of the Dimhaven that may try to cross over. So it doesn't have a lot of its own economy, so it's all coming from the crown anyway. So he doesn't understand why there is this separation between the people of the Cobalt camp and the others. He refuses to acknowledge the fact that most people in the Cobalt camp refuse to actually play any kind of role in the defense of the town. So it's the case of when you look around, you see like people that, not to be discriminatory, but they don't look as though they have any interest in carrying their own weight, but want the benefits of everything else.
Okay.
The other person is, you see a really tall, well-built gentleman leaning against one of the homes, just watching the group amass. He catches your eye because you recognize him to be a Goliath.
Oh. All right. Well, I guess as Ursa she's going to stop and listen to the guy talking on the soapbox and get an idea of what the problems are here in the town. But she's definitely going to go over and talk to the Goliath because it's very unusual to see another one of her people who's not, with a clan.
Yeah. So yeah, as you're listening to the soapbox, it's a lot of more of the same rhetoric that I just basically said. It's not fair. Why don't we get things? But nothing in what he's saying implies that he wants to do any work to earn any of the stuff that he's asking and begging for. Mm-hmm. So it's more like a dude just trying to be an orator to make himself feel important.
Looking around the Cobalt camp, are the majority of the people there human? But you said they look weaker and
yeah, they're kind of down on their luck humans for the most part. Okay. There is a couple of dwarves, and you do see the Goliath there, but yeah, for the most part, it's humanoid.
Okay. Yeah, she's gonna approach the Goliath, and I guess she's gonna say, "Well, it's very interesting to meet another Goliath so far from home."
Okay. He looks over as you approach, and he seems to be as surprised as you are, and is like, I would say the same to you. What brings you to this hamlet of a town?
I tell him there have been many misfortunes in my past that have led me here. One being injured and booted from my clan, and since then many things have befallen me, but basically I'm just trying to get back on my feet and get to a point where I know I can prove myself worthy of rejoining my clan.
That's a story that I've heard many a time in my life. I sympathize with you. It's never good. I've never had a clan. Not really. Violence just isn't my thing. And unfortunately, it's very difficult to be a member of a clan of our people if you're not willing to fight for your spot.
It's true. Were you born into a clan, or did you just never have one?
There was a clan, but very, very early in my life, I realized it was not the life I wanted to live. I left at a very young age. And, unfortunately, people like us, well, at least like me, it seems like the only thing people think we're good for is, smashing skulls and causing pain.
She kind of laughs and says, well, it's not too far off in my case. But I do have to say that I haven't... I see Britt laughing. Sorry, I started giggling. But I do have to say that I've never met another Goliath like you. What led you to Brimcham?
A lot of poor choices.
I see Matt in the chat going, back off, dude.
Yeah, I know.
Sorry, go ahead, Devin.
No, I was just saying he could just, a lot of the wrong choices. Again, as much as one tries to avoid trouble, sometimes trouble just has a way of seeking you out.
I definitely understand what that's like.
Case in point, and he gestures towards the guy on the soapbox.
Mm-hmm. And I kind of point my thumb over at the guy in the soapbox, and I say, "Do you live in this camp? Do you agree with what this guy is saying?"
Patch? He's talking out of his ass. Yeah, this is my place. You can't really take too much what he says seriously. The Forgotten Sons are long dead. There's no. They tried to do their thing. Yeah. Patch is just all talk now.
Who are the Forgotten Sons?
Oh yeah, I forgot you're not from around here.
No, not really.
His little initiative of equality, thinking that they deserve so much more. So let's just call it what it is. It's a gang. He made a gang, got a lot of people riled up, but Prime Justice pretty much took care of that before it became an issue. And now he still wants to. Patch still runs his mouth, but that's all it is.
And I kind of look around, and as before, I've mentioned I noticed that most people are kind of weaker humans and such. I kind of look back at the Goliath and I say, "You don't really look like you fit in here. Is there a reason you don't work with the soldiers on the wall or helping defend the town?"
Like I said, violence in general isn't my thing. You want me to lift something? I'm there, but no, even with those gnolls, even with these monsters, quote unquote, it's just I think there's other ways to deal with this kind of thing.
What would be your way of dealing with it?
I didn't say I had a thought. I'm not really the brains of the outfit. I just know there has to be another way. Basically, the way he's talking, you can discern that he's basically describing himself as a pacifist.
Yeah. he just doesn't want to get involved with any type of fighting.
Pretty much.
I asked him if there's anything else he can tell me, like about the camp or the town that somebody who's willing to help protect it might want to know.
Get out now. There's not really much to say. Like the Dimhaven is going to keep going. It's going to keep spreading. It's only a matter of time before even that rickety little wall is not going to keep everything out.
At this point, I'm going to mention that I spoke to someone named Amika, the weaponsmith, and he said somebody in the Kobold camp might be able to give me a better idea of like when the attacks started happening and when they noticed the Dimhaven kind of creeping more towards them. Was he around for that?
Well, that's the thing. People talk about the Dimhaven. People complain with the Dimhaven, but I mean, it's expanding, yeah, and it sucks, but it's like a glacier. Like in a number of years, I've seen this thing spread maybe a couple miles. So like it's not like it's an avalanche coming after us. It's more of a slow burn. I don't know. Everyone seems to have their own theories. Everyone seems to have their own ways they think they're going to fix it, but it's all talk. Like I said, eventually it's just going to overcome everything.
Why do the people here stay?
People that stay here, there's nowhere else for them to go.
Not even the other towns?
Not really. Most of the people that are here because they don't have any other skills. They're and the ones that are here to fight are paid well enough to
That's
basically
hence why
here.
the camp exists, pretty much.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Well, I'm gonna thank him. I'm gonna ask what his name is.
Crement.
Crement?
Crement.
Crement.
Crement. He says this is the name he goes by.
Sam says Kermit.
Crement. Because this is what he was called a lot. So this is the name that he was called a lot by some of the more unsavory folk of the Kobold camp when he first got here. What he doesn't realize is that that's not the full word. The full word that they were calling him was excrement.
Oh, that's really fucking sad.
So he just calls himself Crement now because that's a shortened version of what they call him.
I kind of would Ursa pick up on that?
Give me a wisdom check.
No. 4.
Yeah, no. You just think it's a weird name.
That's an interesting name. I've never. Doesn't sound like a Goliath name.
Yeah, it's not. It's just something they call me.
Well, I guess she's just gonna thank him for his time, and tell him that her and her group of companions are gonna be staying in the town, and that if he sees or remembers anything that might be useful, to come and find them.
Sounds good. Yeah, come back anytime. You know where I live.
Oh, she's actually gonna wink at him and then be like, "All right, bye." She's really fucking awkward.
He's very oblivious. I'm not gonna lie. All right, so that as you leave the Kobold camp, then, so Jackie and Aisling are on the dance floor, and as you guys are dancing, Honey Badger walks in and sees the two of you. Honey?
Hello, everybody. I'm going to be talking like this now.
Oh my God.
Because the other voice hurt my throat a great deal.
You turn in the Strahd.
What?
Honey?
What? We hear him and we just turn to him and we're like,
I'm trying to...
Aisling is beginning to wonder what was in that drink.
Yes.
off of this.
She's convinced that the tavern owner spiked it because she cannot be hearing this correctly.
I'm going to go over to that girl with the pixie cut. I believe her name is Scarlet.
You don't know that,
But why would you know that?
Didn't they say that? Go see Scarlet at the
Yeah, he did.
Goblin?
he did.
Oh, true.
Yeah.
But you don't know it's the bartender.
It is the girl with the scarlet hair.
He's
that
making an
obvious?
assumption.
All right. That's
I
not
added
unlike Honey Badger.
2 and 2 together and came up with her.
So, Aisling and Jackie, so high quality low life in the chat just ask, are you doing the Macarena yet?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
I mean, she did have like noodle arms, so it
There
makes
you go.
sense.
So yes, so as Honey Badger, when you came in, they were doing the Macarena to the music.
Where I come from, we call that the forbidden dance.
Wow.
Why
Or
is
I
he
call that, they
not
call
having
it
to roll any deception checks, Mr. DM?
Because he's not deceiving anything. He's just talking with a weird accent.
People are just thinking he's, a bugbear.
If he was trying to say, this is my real accent, then he would have to do a deception check.
I guess.
I feel your pain, Matt.
The problem is he's
Oh my god, it's so
to the
bad. I'm
bartender.
gonna move. Ah, run!
Are you getting eaten by gnolls?
Run!
The hyenas are back.
All right. So what does Honey Badger want to do with Scarlet? Say
That
Scarlet.
sounds really
I'm not gonna
good.
tell
Yeah,
you
that-
that, you pervert. That's between me and Scarlet.
Oh God.
He's distraught now because Ursa was flirting with someone else.
I'm going to drink my
Well, he doesn't know that,
sorrows
technically.
away. Scarlet, miss, I was told to come see you. I don't remember why, but that's what I was told. I would like a pint of ale, please.
She's just like looking at you and not knowing what the hell to make of it. Okay. She lays lays a mug down and says, 1 silver.
Oh, here's 2. And then I wink.
Is it like an actual, like you open your eye really wide and you wink really hard? Or is it
I even open my doggish mouth and go,
like a full on Looney Tune wink? All right.
yeah.
She shudders a little bit. And again, like you can see her visibly shaking as she like goes to serve somebody else.
Jackie just leans down to Aisling and just, I think Honey Badger's on drugs.
I agree. And then I make the executive decision that perhaps we should accompany him to the bar. So, he doesn't get kicked out with his antics.
Can she pick up Aisling and put her on her shoulders?
That's up to Aisling.
Aisling will be like, no, I'll walk on my own.
It's like a
Okay.
romantic comedy.
And she just
I love
kind
it.
of lowers her arm a little bit in case Aisling falls over.
Like a toddler.
Yeah. She's concerned. She's the overly concerned friend.
Wow,
I
this
stumble
is-
my way to the bar at this point, I assume, bashing into a couple of tables on the way.
Oh boy.
This
Okay.
is some mighty fine ale in this cup.
Honey Badger, why are you talking like that?
You're
Everyone
embarrassing
in
all of us.
town is afraid of bugbears, so I'm trying to have a aura about me of someone with a bit of class.
Well,
Not
not
sure.
to be rude or anything, but that accent kind of makes me want to punch you, and I'm not the type of person that just
It's
punches
just his
people.
sister.
Yeah.
Honey, I'm not sure that accent's serving you as well as you think it is.
Okay, then I will start talking like
Okay, let's not do that. The other
That got
accent was
shut down
better.
really
Just keep
fast.
doing it.
Alrighty. Capital. Smashing.
Don't.
Are you Nigel
You kind of-
Thornberry?
You kind of sound like a bit like orcs in Warcraft 2. I was wondering you say work.
Smashing.
Oh my god, he totally does sound like him. So, honey, what are you doing here at this here tavern?
I think I'm just going to be drinking a bunch of ale until adventure rears its head and shows us the way to stuff.
Well, if we're looking for stuff, we should probably head to Stonebrook.
Ooh. I see you have a destination in mind.
Yeah.
Then we shall go where you say.
I heard there's
I'm dropping in and out of accents here.
Interesting people there
With
lots of pockets.
Oh, I know what you're doing. You're being led with what's in your pants.
Wow.
We barely put your sister in a wall of a church today.
Oh my god.
And you're already trying to do that.
At this point, Aishling's just staring at Honey and then just walks out the door. Because she wants to go. What was that?
Jackie looks betrayed as her friends out the door, leaving her alone with the bugbear.
I'm not the bugbear. I'm Honey, your friend.
Oh my god, that is creepy.
And Aisling is at this point glad that she made the decision she made.
I need to try out my accents on the lovely lady. Let's go find her.
You mean Ursa?
Of course I mean that.
Yeah, let's
Sound like a gothic villain now.
find Ursa. That's a great idea. Let's go.
I don't think you need any more alcohol.
Mighty fine, Scarlet. Thank you for the drink.
No problem.
Jackie just she digs into her pocket and
Pulls up pepperoni.
No. I'm so sorry about that one. Here's a gold.
Are you writing down all this gold you just throw at people?
Yeah.
Because you're keeping track when you spend gold like that, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like you're making it rain everywhere you go.
Well, I'm really not. I shouldn't be doing this, but it feels like something Jackie would do. So.
I mean, yeah, okay. Like I said, she thanks you for it. She seems appreciative.
Yeah.
And Ursula, where were you headed when you leave Cobalt Camp? Are you heading to?
I don't know.
Probably back to that guy's tent.
Wow.
Bro, you know. She probably doesn't know where you guys are.
Well, Aisling said she was going to the Laughing Goblin. So.
Oh, okay, yeah, then she's gonna head there.
Okay, so you guys went looking for Ursa. She's on her way there. So you're going to meet probably around the bazaar, like on the road from the bazaar to the goblin.
Half her torso and up, above all the other heads here.
Yeah, she's pretty easy to spot over everybody.
That is a tree I would like to climb.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Don't even know anymore.
No words.
Oh my gosh.
Jackie just Ursa. This one's gone crazy.
Aisling just
I'm
kind of
just kinda
sidles
like-
away from the group.
Is he still doing that weird accent? I told
Yeah.
him it wasn't gonna work for him.
Run over there. You look absolutely smashing.
I'm just like, thank you.
Aishling's about ready to cast invisibility on herself.
Just to get out of there.
Just take away.
Oh dear God! What's going on in this game?
I look at all of you and I'm like, so what did you guys find out?
Jackie just slowly pulls her hood up and just Jackie or that Aisling. Stop! This is why I can't think. Aisling found out some cool gossip.
Yes, I did.
So did you talk to somebody?
No, it was more overhearing the gossip in the tavern. People whispering about the goings on in the world. Things are looking a bit bleak at the moment.
Yeah, I heard very much of the same thing. Didn't you talk to anybody?
No, I just listened.
Oh.
And danced. Very nice dance.
I
danced like a fool.
Well, it sounds like you had a fun time. I'm just gonna tell them all that I overheard and tell them that I met another Goliath. Surprisingly, was that intentional? And I'm gonna tell you, just like, I'm gonna tell you guys about some of the tension that's going on in the Cobalt camp and the fact that the people there feel like they're being treated unfairly because of just the way it's set up, and they don't feel like they're receiving as much money as the rest of the town.
Are you wanting to do something about that before we leave? Maybe use the fact that we saved half their town as leverage?
I got mixed feelings about it. On the one hand, I understand where they're coming from, but it doesn't seem like they're doing much to actually protect the town. I think most of the money maybe is going towards the soldiers or the protection of the town. I'm not really sure. Maybe there's someone we can ask about that.
Let them burn, I say.
Let it burn.
Let them burn.
Honey, we can't do that. We're their heroes.
Yeah, I'm not gonna light them on fire or anything. It was a figure of fucking speech. It's fine.
Oh, Lord. Well, I suppose we can make some inquiries if you feel that it's something we should do before we depart.
Is there anyone you think we could ask?
That hair flippy lady?
Kalina?
Huh?
Are you referring to Kalina, honey?
What's her full name?
Alina Oakwood, I think.
No, not her, the other one.
Scarlet?
The one that hates me.
The bitchy one?
Beatrice?
What's her full name?
Beatrice Cornwallis.
Yes, she's the hair flippy one.
Yeah, she's the Prime Justice of Stonebrook. You haven't seen any of the Stonebrook soldiers here since you've been back.
Okay.
Well, there's probably someone we could talk to if we needed to talk to somebody.
Did you meet anyone in the tavern?
A really pretty girl named Scarlet with a cute little pixie cut. So there. Suck it.
Ursa's just like, oh, okay.
Aisling leans over to Ursa and is like, don't worry, she was more freaked out than interested.
Should we go talk to her?
So you're worried, you say?
No, let's not let Honey go back to the tavern for a while. I think the cute lady with the pixie cut needs a break.
I offered to take Honey on a stroll about the town, so if Jackie and Ursa would like to re-enter the tavern and get some more information.
I did meet a wise old miser-looking old chap who sold me some goods at very high prices. But he might know stuff. He's old, probably has his ear to the ground. Said his hearing was still good, but it might not be by the time I left.
Can we go talk to what's her name?
think Ursa's just gonna be like, well, I'm going to the tavern, so would you like to come with me?
I want to. Jackie wants to talk to the what's her name?
Tell me
Not
what
the
you want.
not the bitch.
Alina?
Yeah, Colina.
People in your names.
There's too many fucking names. I can barely remember Bugbear.
All right. So what's the plan of attack here?
I guess I'm gonna go to the tavern and talk to Scarlet.
Well, you're still in. Oh, no, you're not still in the tavern.
You know
Right.
what? I think I'm going to pay Dan Nightbrook another call.
Oh no.
That's
Oh, I bet he can't wait for that.
He was very intrigued by how articulate I was. He told me so himself.
All right. So you're going to go do that. Ursa, you said you're going to Colina? No.
The tavern.
You're going to the tavern. And Jackie,
Yeah, I'll
you're
keep
going
an
to see
eye on
Colina.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Sam's invisible because she's too fucking embarrassed to be.
Yeah, I was going to say,
Both so
Aisling,
awkward,
where do
she,
you want to
like,
go?
went disappear.
She's like on my own.
I'm thinking. Yeah. I'll accompany Jackie.
Okay.
Also, is there any dogs in this town? Do I notice any dogs? Is there any stray dogs or just wandering around? Looks like they need a friendly owner. Told you I was gonna do it.
You don't see any. No.
Well, that
You can take time, do an investigation where you like just go through the town and look around for one.
No,
But just,
I'll
like,
wait.
glancing around, there's none in the vicinity.
Okay.
All
I'll let
right.
it go for now.
All right, so you guys all exit the tavern all at once. Honey, you're going to head south to the Jaded Fire. Jackie and Aisling is going to head down, I guess, southeast to where the main, basically where you'd find Colina. And Ursa, I keep forgetting your name. Ursa, you're going to head back to the tavern.
How come people keep forgetting names?
I don't have any of them written down, and I know most of them there.
Okay.
Bugbear.
You win.
I can remember. Well,
I'm a bear.
So basically, because you guys were basically in the bazaar when you left, you all are just about to enter your respective buildings when I need you all to give me a perception check.
And the earth opens up.
Ooh.
15.
17.
Rick got a 1.
No, that's a 19 plus perception. 19, 20, 21, 22.
Fuck, man. I got an 8.
Which is good because you're the furthest one away, so that makes sense. What
I'm
about
furthest away from something bad. Suckers.
I got a 17.
Okay, Sam?
15.
Okay. So you all see this. Aisling and Jackie, you're really close to this. Basically, well, I'll say what Honey Badger and Ursa hear first. You guys hear 3 thunderous like crashes coming from the east. Jackie and Aisling, you guys, because you're around here, like this is the jailhouse, and here is where you're located to. You can look over to the east and see about 4 of the posts that make up this wall gets sent flying through the air towards the homes.
Oh my gosh.
As you look over, you hear groaning. You hear just this, like, again, inhuman kind of, more or less kind of a crazed, I guess, madness coming from behind the fence. People are scrambling. The few guards that are left there from the north are coming down to back up the ones that are there and terrified of what they see. After a few moments of anticipation, 2 very large, it looks like men, step forward and cross line of the gate. They are about 12, 13 feet tall, and they look like this.
Oh. Are they eating pumpkins?
That's the picture of them eating pumpkins, yes.
Smashing pumpkin.
This one is named Billy, and the other one is named Corgan.
Wow.
Wi-Fi just dropped.
Can we all see that?
No, the 2 of you are far away enough,
Okay.
too far away to see it. You hear the crash, and like you can hear really loud crashes. People are running all over the place and panicking. And yeah, these guys both step forward and start looking around, and just like their mouths start to water as they watch the people running to and fro.
And how tall is this dude? These dudes?
About 12 feet.
All right. And how tall is Ursa?
Ursa?
8 feet? Yeah, like right around 8
Yeah.
feet. A little taller.
Okay. All right.
Well, that's not good.
And with that, we'll see what happens next week.
Did you lose Sam? No.
Oh, I thought music was playing. I thought we had like an outro or something.
We're not that high tech yet. Hey, we got 2 Sams.
Hey, it's the same thing.
What
Okay,
the hell is going on?
Well, how much of that did you miss, Sam?
Like 3 minutes. My Wi-Fi went out.
Oh.
So you saw the fence crash?
Yeah, that was the last I heard.
Yeah. These 2 guys, 2 of these guys step out from the hole in the fence. Everyone is panicking, and the 2 of them are just staring, and just like, again, their mouths are starting to water as they look at the people running to and fro. Like they look starving.
Are they eating pumpkins?
In the picture, yes.
I said the same thing.
But that is where we are stopping for this week, and we'll pick up here next week.
That's so long.
What?
That's 7 days that we have to wait to fight these fuckers.
Are you sure fighting them is a good idea?
Oh, I don't know. How tall are they?
Between 12 and 13 feet.
Holy moly. We could just let them eat everybody. I don't know. What's our
Where did
option?
they get
Well,
them?
we know that's where Honey Badger would like let the town burn.
It's true.
They heard Honey Badger.
I summoned them with my power of articulation.
They got so annoyed by the accents, they just couldn't take anymore.
Where is this guy?
There's some shitty fucking English accent going on in this town.
God, I can't.
It is so loud here. I'm like losing my mind.
And after all that, Aisling, I think, is the only one that didn't go shopping.
Yes, well, it's okay. I decided later that I didn't want to buy anything, so it's all cool.
She shopped for gossip and got set.
Yeah, like I said, Aisling knows a lot about the world. That
She did buy an ale, so.
I did.
And
It's
hot
true. And a
chocolate.
hot chocolate.
Yeah. Showed off her dance moves.
Yes. My drunken slide.
God.
Oh god.
Can your couple name be AZ? Like Jackie and Aisling? Sorry.
AZE.
Better than Jackling.
Ashkey.
You don't even have to put the L in there. It could just be jacking.
Oh God, yeah.
We had to go there.
Or crema for Crement and Ursa.
Hey.
Or Hansa for Honey and Ursa.
Hansa.
Is that what that fucking means?
Yeah,
That's so
that was our
funny.
ship
I was
name.
like, what the fuck is that? Is that like a Honda? Like, is that a car? Like, what is that?
Oh God.
I
Right.
get it now.
So once again, another
Action
section
packed.
with
Or
no
just
combat at
murder.
all. So how do you find that, Sam?
What? I didn't hear. Sorry.
I said this is our first session without combat for
Oh,
this campaign.
it was fun. I like the combat though. Not gonna lie, I like kicking things' asses.
Well, you're gonna get a chance now. First thing next week.
Yeah.
Maybe again. I don't know if it's a good idea to actually fight them or not.
I feel like I could see right up their loincloth.
Aren't you a little tall? But I guess
I'm
they're tall too.
7 feet. So
Yeah,
yeah,
they're
probably
giants.
not. You guys probably can. You definitely can.
Aisling can. Aisling is with the size of what's under that coin.
And then Aisling passes out.
Aishling's like, there's a whole other halfling up there.
Oh God. All right. On that note, we are going to call it a week and pick up with the battle this coming next week.
Bye, guys. Thanks for coming.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.